Welcome back, everybody. So, this week, got something brand new for you. So, this is the first episode of us dissecting, potentially maybe debunking, and just chatting about past investigations. And this first episode in this series is our very first time at
North Newton Church.
So, we're going to do all 5 parts, because there's 5 parts to this. The first part is 20 minutes long, and we're just going to talk about it. Ask each other how we felt, what we were feeling, seeing if there's stuff that we could potentially explain. So that's the idea of it.
Cool.
So
let's get into it.
But actually, before we get into this, we did try and do another one, and we had the podcast kit set up and all that kind of stuff. And it turned out to be a little bit more of a hassle than we thought.
We overcomplicated
it, but I've managed to figure it, so we're all good. So hopefully this all works well, and let us know in the comments if you enjoy it. So let's get into this. We got a cup of tea here, actually.
Tea time now.
That's why we start with a cup of tea.
Thank you very much.
My cup's not big enough.
What?
Show them the size of your cup, Dave.
It's not.
Oh yeah, big.
The size of his cup compared to mine. Look.
Yeah, look at the one he normally has.
Yeah.
Tea's good.
Giant Cup Dave, they call him.
Tea's good. You saw that is Kathy, and you also saw Chris in his dressing gown.
Yeah, he's just got up. He works nights, in fairness, so he's on different time levels to us.
So on that note, let's get into this.
Welcome back, everybody. So,
what a good-looking guy that is on the screen.
Investigation. This is going to be interesting.
Old intro as well.
Yeah, the old intro.
This was.
Yeah, I like the old intro.
I like the new one. I made both of these, by the way.
I like the old one.
Well, nice church, though, to be fair.
What a lovely day that is. Look at us.
It's October. No, it was September, if I remember.
Yeah.
The first church on the site was built in 963, making it one of the oldest churches in England.
Great
The
YouTube as
history
well.
of the present building begins in the 13th century. The tower dates back from the 15th century. There were 2 bells, one remaining, the other one was recast in 1606. 2 more were added in 1616. The church was restored in the 1950s. The organ was added in 1977 in celebration of the Queen's Silver Jubilee. Is North Newton Church haunted? It's time for me and Richard.
I think so.
No, they don't even need to really do it, so they know what's in there.
Okay, so back here at North Newton Church, this is the church that's always made Dave feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I've just walked in on my own. It's not late, it's coming up to 5 o'clock.
Not 100% sure that this is the first investigation we did.
Might not be. This is the first one we're reviewing.
Gonna come back in later.
Or did we just do a walk around and I just felt uncomfortable?
I think that's what we did. Yeah.
And things that we use.
Well, I felt uncomfortable.
Just so you've got another view of this one in the daylight. So I know Dave is expecting to get something here tonight. He always felt that this place is a little bit scary, so quite hopeful that we do find something. So I'm just doing a little walk around so you get to see what's here.
That area there.
I don't know, it's got
that door
vibe that
Not just the door, it's just that whole area.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just very eerie, spooky type buildings. I think most churches are. But I must admit, I don't feel.
I'm just going to pause that right there.
Here right now.
There is a bit of a talking point here.
Right.
So that bit where Richard is there now was always the bit that I always felt uncomfortable. I don't know why. I don't understand why. You know, we've checked. I think later on in the investigations we do check for electrical sources, so on and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But just a very odd feeling area of the church for me, anyway.
Yeah.
So it was very, very odd, and it's quite a focus point for this first investigation. If I remember, so
it was. Yes.
I can't tell you what possibly caused that. So
I'm going to do a little temperature check as we're walking around. So
again, naturally, inside this church, it's going to be slightly colder.
It was, yeah.
Knowing that this was in September, if I remember.
So,
A couple of years back.
11.2, 11.4, 11.4.
Dodgy camera work there, though.
I see the
Bit on the cop.
coldest areas of the floors, but it's a big old stone church, and they're all pretty cold buildings. So,
Here he comes.
I arrived.
11.2.
That wasn't any spectre. That was Dave coming in.
Come in to have a little look round before we start.
Richard's going around taking temperatures. This end is actually colder than that end. It is actually quite cold in here. As Richard is doing that, I am going to do a sweep with the mail meter and see if I can pick up any kind of readings around here. Now, already I've been in here, and exactly the same place. I've got exactly the same kind of feelings I did last time. If you watched the video last time, you'll understand or know what the feelings were. So I'm just going to do a sweep. I should put the mail meter.
Was this the first one?
In view as normal. So
I don't know.
I'm talking like we've been there, like we've investigated there before.
Straight off the bat. I'm going to give the whole place a sweep. Here, round about here is the cold spot.
I think the other one was just a church walk round. This was the first investigation.
Must have been.
The beeping that you can hear is Richard just taking temperatures. As you can see, the temperature on here is 64. Change.
So this is where we started getting the spikes.
Yeah.
4.1,
So
3.7.2. What is causing that?
it could have been my phone.
4 point. There's something, Richard.
It's
It is spiking right here. Right, it's going again. Let's check everything. I'm going to have to check everything. 5.3, 3.5. Wow. That's good spikes. Good spikes. Point of interest right there, straight away. Check everything before we even get going.
We don't use this bit kit much anymore anyway, do we?
But it was good. I actually.
There was something about this spot here, right here.
Yeah, I know.
This here is
Take away the mail meter anyway, and just go by sense of feeling. There was
Always there.
always there,
Yeah.
and spiked up really high there.
What is causing that spike?
It could have been my phone.
24.1.
But if you had your
4.1
phone,
I may flag this up in a
It just
second.
keeps spiking right here.
I may flag this up.
27.
Temperature's all pretty standard.
I'm pretty sure I flagged this up.
This is spiking.
9.8.
I remember being in there one time and I forgot to turn the,
I think.
in the date ruffle.
yeah.
Because earlier on I was filming down here.
Look.
I don't know if it was this time or the next time. Whenever I use this, I always turn my mobile data off, but that
When
doesn't
was the
mean.
last time that we were here?
It was here.
It was here, around this area, between
So this
here
isn't the
This
first.
is the second one.
This is the second investigation that we were in.
12.
just a little update from me. Been around the whole church and checked out all of the temperatures. The temperatures range between 9.6 to about 11.1 degrees Celsius in here at the moment. So just to give you an idea, down this end it's 10, 10, 10.1. We'll see it up in the top there, 2.1.
Okay, then guys, so I'm going to go for Ghost Tube
We
first.
don't use Ghost Tube at all anymore.
Not really,
Yeah,
no.
Ghost Tube. Then we're trying the necrophonics.
Now,
then we're
I'm
gonna try
pretty
some
sure-
pieces like the spirit box.
I
So on,
think
so on, so on.
with that mel meter,
Now I'm going straight to the point where it.
there was one where I
where the
forgot.
high spikes were.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was that one, though.
No,
If there is anybody
but I
here,
do flag it up.
can you make yourself known to us, please?
That's not.
Pain.
Pain.
That's not necessarily to say that.
What happened to me?
That's.
Not 100% sure yet. This is what we're here to find out. Can you tell me where I am right now?
I'm pretty sure that mel meter. Even with mobile data
What is
turned
the
off,
name
it
of the
would still
building
go
I'm
off.
in right now?
Help me.
What do you need help with? You're going to have to try and communicate with us as best as you can. Go on, communicate with me. Give me something. What is in here? Is it a friendly spirit? Or is it possibly a darker spirit?
Chased.
Chased? Yeah, you're not going to be chasing me out.
I'm just saying that. I don't remember saying this.
Go away.
No,
Go away.
not going away.
That's
I'm giving the greatest
interesting.
amount of respect.
That response from the Ghost Tube is probably one of the only responses in that place, which is anything relevant.
But I'm not going to go away.
Funny.
Do you find me funny? Come on, make yourself known to us. Tell us your name. Can you do that?
I'm just going to point something out here as well. If you see them,
this angle.
I'll explain.
I can see what's behind me, which I know Richard's behind me, but can also see what's in front of me. It makes me feel a little bit more comfortable because I do not feel comfortable in this building at all.
And I've never felt comfortable in there ever since.
Stroke.
Stroke.
Something sat out here.
Which pew?
Laura.
Laura.
Got a name, Laura.
Laura.
Yeah, I went into the graveyard
Laura
to try and find the name.
or Laura.
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 Are you buried in the church? In the
Can
graveyard?
you hear me?
Can you hear me? No, I can't hear you. This is why. Right. You can try and use this app to try and communicate with us. You're just going to have to learn to be able to use it, if that makes sense. Seem to be doing all right at the moment. You buried in the...
Devil.
What a random word. Random. You have to be honest, that's random.
I'm going to go back down this way.
Come on.
I don't know.
Are you buried in the churchyard? Are you buried outside, Laura? If I go out there looking at gravestones, am I going to find you?
I don't, if I remember
Do
correctly.
you want me to go out there and try and find you? I'm right by the door. If I go out there and find, do you want me to go out there and find
Cemetery.
Cemetery?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna
What
go.
do you want?
I want to talk to you.
There's some good
gonna go out to the
responses there,
cemetery.
Dave. And they're not provoked, and we've not said anything.
You'll be right in there by yourself for a minute.
But then, is it just coincidence?
I don't know. I mean, we use that app quite a lot at the start. We've never got responses like that anywhere else.
Flip the camera.
That was a one. That was just one off.
40? Maybe. Okay.
If I remember,
Let's just pause that here and let's just have a quick chat about that. Right. So, Ghost Tube. We don't use it much anymore, if anything, do we?
No, we don't use it a lot now. No.
I'll be honest, there are some good responses there, yeah?
They're some of the best responses we ever got using Ghost Tube.
They are. But are they coincidence?
Well, the words, we weren't using any of those words. The fact that it came up with a name, you'd ask for a name.
Yeah.
Yeah? Cemetery. It was, and you were asking if you wanted it to go outside. If you want me to go outside, you didn't say, do you want me to go outside to the cemetery? Do you want me to go outside to the graves? You said, do you want me to go outside? And it said cemetery.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just think there's a bit more than coincidence with that app there. And like we've said with these apps all along, Dave, do I believe they can be faked, and do I believe that they can give you false indications? Yes, I do. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they always do.
No, I'm not saying, I'm not completely just like trying to, like destroy like Ghost Tube. I'm not. It's just,
no.
We use in the early investigations back a couple of years ago. We were using it, and use it in some places you wouldn't get anything. And I mean, a lot of people have done debunks on the apps and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
for me, it's a difficult one because in my head, I want to believe that there potentially was a spirit. Communicating there, but also in my heart, I have to think of it in a more logical kind of, not scientific.
I get what you're saying, but what I liked about that was the fact you had a combination of things. Yeah?
Yeah.
We had a combination. You had your feelings and the way that place was making you feel. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
How many times have we been to other investigations where we've had feelings, you felt there might be something there, but we've had nothing with the apps.
No,
nothing at all.
I do get it. I understand.
On this one, everything came together.
Yeah.
Which to me, it does give a little bit more of a possibility, I would say, that there was something actually trying to communicate there using that app.
But it is just a possibility.
Oh yeah, nothing we can do can prove that.
No.
But we do go with our feelings a lot with these things, and we both felt there was something going on in that church. The responses we were getting on Ghost Tube were good. They were good responses to the questions we were asking.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm still on the fence.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm not 100% that that was definitely something. What I'm saying is, for using that app for a lot of times, those were real good responses from that app. You and I both know nothing there was set up. We just walked into that, started using it, and it was coming up with responses that were clear and that were coherent with what we were talking about. But we weren't using any of those words. There's no clues there to it to know we were in a church and there's a cemetery. So but it came up with the word.
What we're going to do is leave that up to you. Also, I've also noticed something else. Is that Richard disliked this video on his phone?
Disliked it?
You put a dislike on this video. So you are the one person that disliked this video.
Probably by accident. It's probably by accident.
You're in this episode.
I probably did it by accident.
We'll just change that.
We'll take it off in a minute.
We'll just back to a lie.
I didn't dislike it. If I did, it was by accident.
I'm in this with you, but we'll leave that the ghost tube up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, we've given you our opinions of what it could potentially be.
Yeah.
We'll leave that up for you to decide. So
Yeah.
let's get back into this again.
We're going to look for you, Laura. Hopefully you're in here. I'm buried here. We're going to look for you. Keep communicating with me if you can. Please keep communicating with me. We want to be doing this at night, and you're not here. Something very, very dark is in this place.
So this is definitely the second time that we.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Somewhere along the line, there's the first.
Don't touch me.
Don't
Touch me.
Don't touch me. Why is it everybody wants to touch me?
So here we go. So there was no graves marked for Laura, and the grave list is actually just through that door and on the table. Everybody that's buried in that graveyard is on the grave
Be
list.
honest on this one. You believe right now there is something in there.
Yes, we do.
Trying to communicate with us.
I've never felt it before, and as I said on a little bit earlier, didn't feel it. It was suddenly, it definitely gone a little
Again,
bit strange, you know?
That's not just ghost tube. That is just going by pure feeling.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go back in. We're going to be viewing on past investigations before.
Very rare that I get like that in a
Then I'm
location.
switching on the spirit box.
Very rare I get like that.
Here we go.
There was more of a serious tone
Yeah.
in my voice there.
Yeah.
So I definitely didn't feel good or comfortable.
Okay, is anybody here who can communicate with me through this little box? Anything you want to say to me? Anything at all?
I will add, I will be having the mail meter with me at all times.
Is there any
Richard.
Again,
That could be data.
I cannot rule out my phone on this one.
19. Right there.
I've just been outside. I probably just had a break
Yeah.
where I checked my phone
Is
and
there
might
anybody
have forgotten
here?
to
Is
turn the
anybody
data
on
off again.
spot, around this spot that wants to talk?
And where is this spot again?
Do you know where we are? Can you tell us?
This is where I wanted to get out.
It's an interesting point
We're
there.
getting a bit of a spike here now on
Just that area.
map as well.
When we've got the disembodied voices in later
Yeah.
investigations.
Can you tell us our names? Do you not like communicating with this?
Do you not like me?
You like Dave?
Do you remember me last time I was here? When I stood by the water and you said shove?
I
Do
don't
you want
remember that.
me? Do you want to shove me in there?
Oh yeah, I do. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Anyone here?
Is that when we were in the pump house? When we come out of the
Yeah.
pump house?
Yeah. That was the first one.
Okay, perhaps you're not able to communicate with this. This is unusual. I've never had this not give me anything at all.
That app that you got in your hand, I definitely don't trust that one.
Yeah, but then looking back at some of the things we did, we had some interesting responses with that too.
Nothing? Can you use the app to communicate?
You're very talkative today, are you?
I'm going to go up to the spot here.
But yet last time you didn't particularly like me that much.
We're gonna have to go back as well at some point.
You're very talkative today, are you?
I'm going to go up to the spot here.
But yet last time you didn't particularly like me that much.
You can do
You
this.
can't hear that very well, but if you go actually onto the episode and actually go to that point, you can actually hear it.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it very well because I haven't got earphones in at the moment. So,
No.
but it is definitely there. or something along those lines. Anyway, it sounds like it. I'm not necessarily saying it is.
Yeah. So we'd only just started using necrophonics at this time, haven't we?
That would be the first investigation that we did there. We started using necrophonics.
Yeah.
And again, this one
Dave.
still a little bit skeptical of, but we have had some good responses from that.
Who are you? Who are you?
Where if I remember some of I can see.
You see this device in my hand? Can you see the light that appears on the wall?
We do a lot of looking in the cameras.
Can you tell us what we're doing right now?
So I just
You look younger there.
So do you. We were.
this church.
What's going on?
It's for something in your bag, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a spirit box. The trusty bottle of Coke.
Never brings me a bottle of Coke.
Nope, never. I'm swearing.
Sorry for my swearing in church. Spirit boxes.
Now,
Spirit boxes going on. The batteries are gone. I don't have any battery.
we'll talk about the spirit box in a minute. End of part one, anyway.
Yeah.
There's some great editing coming up here.
I'm just thinking, as it gets darker, is it going to get scarier?
I don't think it needs to get darker to get scared, isn't it? I really don't. Scary. 4.2, 2.6, what is kicking it off? 15.1, 12. To go to here, can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Yeah, a little bit more. And it's been quite an interesting couple of hours here.
Might have been the first time we investigated that now.
Well, maybe we went for a walk round, and that's when we said, because it looks like we split that down. That looks like that was the pump house, wasn't it?
Yeah, I reckon that could have been the first one.
Yeah.
We just did a walk around on the first one. So, everybody, before we end this video, let's talk about the spirit box little scenario that happened in that video. As you can see, the bag was there on the bench.
Yeah.
And it started to beep, which, when that starts beeping like that, it's just that the batteries are running out. Now, knowing that I put brand new batteries in there 2 hours beforehand, maybe, and then the batteries started to go dead. Explanations in my head could be the fact that it was a cold environment inside that church. It was noticeably colder inside that church than it was outside.
Yeah.
So, could have, or the other thing is, it could have been a spirit maybe trying to manipulate or use it for energy. Knowing that we investigated thereafter,
Yeah.
And I feel that whatever is in there is quite strong.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, you could be a bit of both. I am literally I don't know where to lean on. One part of me goes definitely like the cold drain the batteries.
Yeah.
The other side was like kind of like going.
Wasn't that cold though? Was it? It was only it was 10, 11 degrees in there.
So
so I'm not sure about that.
So I'm very much on the fence. I don't know which way I'm leaning on that one. Again, I'll leave this one up for you guys to decide or make up your own minds. And to be honest, you can put anything you want in the comments to do with this.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we were interested in your comments.
Not anything you want, as in like, you keep it,
within reason
and all that kind of stuff. But tell us your thoughts as well. I mean, we're just giving you. This is our first time doing this. I'm sure we'll get better at it as we go on.
Yeah.
But I hope you all enjoyed this. I mean, that was part 1. We'll do part 2. We'll do all the parts basically.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on to the next one. So
and maybe we'll finish up with a quick visit back to North Newton.
I don't think we need to. I've done that like 4 or 5 times now.
I think you need to go back there and have a look.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I will leave that up to all the viewers to decide.
Okay. If you want us to go back and take another look at North Newton,
please
put a comment in and say.
Yeah. So, yeah. If you want us to go back, just put it in and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Right, so on that note, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a pain to start off with, but we
had a few technical issues, but we got around it.
So, on that note, hope everyone has a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care.
See you again soon.
And goodbye.
Bye from Paranormal Contact.